Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee and Grace, where we love us some coffee and we love God's grace. Just want to show off my t-shirt right quick. Coffee and Grace. I found this on Etsy. And today my cup it's a little camera lens. It's new. It's not a new cup that I bought. It's new to me. This was my daughter's, and she gave it to me. It's a little thermal. And today I have just black coffee with some sugar-free hazelnut creamer in it. So that's my coffee. Today's been a little bit of a struggle. It's one of those days where you have all the things to do and you don't know where to start, so you find you're doing nothing. So this is my third cup of coffee, and I had black licorice for breakfast. It's just one of those days. So we're gonna see how things go, and I'm just gonna go ahead, as I usually do, and read from the daily Guideposts 2022, and see what we got for today. I don't even know what today is. Let's see. This will be Friday. Fortunately, the days are written in here. Friday, March 11th. So, this just happens to be my best friend's birthday. If you're watching, happy birthday. All right. So today's devotion. So let us not grow weary in doing what is right, for we will reap at harvest time if we do not give up. Galations 6:9. I have an old friend who remembers being a really good soccer player in school. He was a starter all through high school and then played on his university team. But I use the phrase really good purposefully because my friend is always quick to say that he was never a star. This is one of his warm memories about playing the sport. When the guys were choosing sides all through his youth, he was always one of the first they picked for a team. Why? Because the ones who really were the stars knew that my friend was happy and content and really quite good at passing the ball. They would pick him quickly over the others, precisely because they knew that he wasn't trying to be the star of the team. He wasn't as happy trying to score as he was at trying to make the great pass to the scorer. What a great lesson my friend's experience provides for how a Christian should lead. Servant leader is a phrase we hear and often don't comprehend. His is an example of how it works in daily life. A servant leader helps other people score. A servant leader thrives on making the great pass and even on seeing cheers for the one who scores. A servant leader doesn't need praise from the crowd, but knows that the good he does is seen in heaven. Teach me to lead and not follow, Lord, and teach me to lead in the ways you've shown me. So digging deeper, John 3:27 through 30. John answered and said, a man can receive nothing unless it has been given to him from heaven. You yourselves bear me witness that I said, I am not the Christ, but I have been sent before him. He who has the bride is the bridegroom, but the friend of the bridegroom, who stands and hears him, rejoices greatly because of the bridegroom's voice. Therefore, this joy of mine is fulfilled. And then Romans 12:1 through 8. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. For I say, through the grace given to me, to everyone who is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought, but to think soberly, as God has dealt to each one a measure of faith. For as we have many members in one body, but all the members do not have the same function, so we, being many, are one body in Christ, and individually members of one another. Having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, let us use them. If prophecy, let us prophesy in proportion to our faith. Our ministry, let us use it in our ministry. Or ministry, let us use it in our ministering. He who teaches in teaching. He who exhorts in exhortation. He who gives liberality. He who leads with diligence. He who shows mercy with cheerfulness. So I feel like what the devotion was saying was that this friend was recalling about his friend and how that he didn't always have to be the star, or he didn't even care to be the star of the soccer game. He thought it just as important to help make the goals and have people cheer for the person who made the goals. Without him in the background helping to score, those people wouldn't have scored. So in a sense, we each have our own way of reaching a goal. We may not be able to go out in the mission field to the third world countries or to the places of war or the places of disaster and help people and lead these people to Christ, but we can support the missions. Basically, we can do what we can. So if we can give money, we can give money. So anyways, we are all part of a team. We're all part of the same team. We all have the same goal, and that is to love God and to love others well. And we each have our own gifts. I was actually just told this morning that, which I know, but it was confirmed that I have the gift of teaching. I like to teach people, and so I can use that in a multitude of ways. And that's not, that I might be teach something that, and then those people can teach someone else and teach someone. I don't know. We're all part of a team. We're all part of the same team, and we all have different gifts, different desires, different abilities, and we can each use those abilities to reach the same goal. And God's the only star. He is the star of the show. He's the one in control, and he's the one that gives us our gifts and our desires. So we just need to follow his will, and when he gives us the ability to lead, we can lead others. And so I think that's going to be it for today. So thank you for joining me on this little coffee and grace session, and I will see you again next week. Bye.